So I just finished making new street tiles. These are clay tiles that are used to glue on housing exterior to look like brick wall. So you basically put one here, and it looks like a brick wall. I use them to make my artwork so I can leave it outside in the streets, and that is called street art. Usually I make artwork that is on plywood, like this one. This is the last piece I have on me. You can see it's on plywood. And at the beginning, this was supposed to go outside in the street. But then I found out that water damage, cold, sunshine, everything can destroy wooden artwork pretty much very easily. So I started to looking, what can I use? What could be a good substitute for wood? And I guess clay tiles are pretty much indestructible. Of course, if a human comes by and destroys it, nothing is safe from us. But I'm making this because we are going on a holiday, on a one-day trip to the capital of Latvia that is called Riga. That's why this tile says Riga. And we're going on a basically one-day trip to have some fun with my smallest daughter. And then we're gonna stay at an Airbnb apartment. And I thought I need to make few new tiles to take with me, and maybe we can have some street art action. This one was pretty cool to make. Basically, these both tiles are from the same sketch. I just a little bit altered the two versions from one from another. So I wanted to try more. If you can see, the edges are more rounded in this one than in this one. And typography is not a stranger to me. I actually started making these tiles with typography numbers and lines. I couldn't figure out what am I going to do with them. So I was just experimenting and looking around. And as a graphic designer, typography is very dear to my heart, and I love making signs like this. The only big challenge is to find a small enough word so you can fit on it, because long words don't work that well as the short ones. Supposedly this should work in winter. It's a very strong adhesive glue. You can see here this little sign that says -20 Celsius. And it should work because outside it's right now around -10 Celsius. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit. I'll put it up here. But it's freezingly cold, and basically no glue works in such conditions. And that's why that's another reason I hate winter, because you cannot do fun action like street art. And if you don't know, I take when this tile is ready, well, this one is ready, I scan them. I especially bought a scanner to do that because it's very hard to take a very flat and very symmetrical photo. I tried, I failed, it doesn't work, even with a smartphone, which basically scans the image. And after that, I make my stickers. And this is also a very fun action to do, to leave your stickers around city. I know there are people who hate me for that, and people who say we are vandals, we're doing something terrible to the city, but I disagree. I think street art is one of the most fun, most purest, most genuine creative processes there is, because you create something and you leave it outside in the public, and in most of the case you know that it's gonna get destroyed. So it's a very selfless act that when we are creating street art. So yeah, and one thing, let's go to the other room. I will ask my lovely wife Alice to take the camera. I'm gonna show you, I bought a special bag because when we were on the, if you watched us before, if not, go to the mycreativedisorder.com or just go back to my playlists on this YouTube channel and check out the European Street Art Tour 2025. We did it in April. I had 9 tiles made. They were looking like this. I made 9 tiles, and we, on our family trip around Europe, I was trying to capture the most street art I could find. We tried to visit the most museums we could find, and there was a problem. I couldn't fit my tiles in my, how do you call this, crossbody bag, fanny pack. I couldn't fit more than a 1 tile with glue. Every bag was too small. But I think I found a very good EDC bag. What's an EDC? That means everyday carrier. I'm a creative still exploring the world and myself. Here to inspire you through everyday videos as an artist, designer, father, gadget lover and food enthusiast. Stay curious, get inspired and be creative.
Be creative.